Future Media News. Independent, accurate, and on time.
This is a moment where we are celebrating as the LGBT community. Some of us have been working in this movement knowing that this particular law has been problematic in the country. But today, the High Court, the full bench High Court, declared it unconstitutional. That clearly manifests that Namibia is upholding the principles of human rights, but also the rule of law prevails in its own way, and that the interpretation of equality, equity, and justice for all shall be attained in this country.
The time span for this case is not really unusual. It's quite complicated. There were a lot of witnesses. As far as the convictions are concerned, this is a little bit unusual that a person is being convicted on charges for murder where a motor vehicle accident is involved. So it's a bit unusual, and I believe that the lawyers will take the matter on appeal. As far as sentencing is concerned, I would estimate around about 5-6 years, because this was actually an accident. You see, and the foreseeability is also an aspect of it taken into account.
The drought situation is very severe in terms of food to harvest. Our harvest for this year is almost 53% below last year's, and last year was already low. The grazing condition is worse in most of the country, and even where it is currently, it cannot be guaranteed that it will last throughout until the next rainy season. The water is also the same. The dam levels were at 55% already in March, and by now some of them have already started to dry up, and the water crisis is just going to worsen. So we need really to intensify our effort to see how we can address all these issues.
Trying to look at opportunity investing in the aviation sector and other property sector in Namibia. We also would want to increase our connectivity to talk to those airlines that will want to come to fly to Namibia. And there are already some exciting opportunities that we are following up. Then thirdly, of course, we want to benchmark ourselves with other operators, airport companies, airport operators in SADC and in Africa. So these are all opportunities that we are looking at, and having so many people in the aviation industry is good for us, naturally, to promote tourism for Namibia.
I don't think it's really only the inauguration that really mattered. What is more important is that the financial markets are really relieved that the South African politicians decided to form this coalition. It could have been so much worse, and that would have been really bad for the South African economy. So I think this is more of a relief than anything else. But nevertheless, financial markets reacted very nicely.